Oh shit, that's good. Hi, I'm Jonas, this is Sublime Media, and we're actually at the Sublime Media headquarters. And as per usual, I'm setting live from my small shop every Friday at 10. So thanks so much for joining me. There are exactly 0 people watching this right now. But I'm uploading this afterwards, so I'm talking to you guys that watches this later on also. So I'm going to keep the ball rolling. 3 guys watching now. Please comment if the sound is okay and the picture looks good, so I know that everything is fine, and also that the actual comments work. So yeah, what I am going to talk about today is obviously Record Store Day. I'm not participating, but I'm going to talk about it anyway, and the live release. Obviously, I'm going to talk about some stuff that is coming from Writing Easy Records. He's actually Daniel's posting a big sort of package today. So, or this week, like Monday. So get your orders in. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I'm also going to show you 3 records I got in stock almost that I want to highlight a little bit. Just talk a little bit about music. But other than that, I don't have much to say actually. At 11 o'clock, Noah is coming. A big friend of mine. Not big, he's pretty small. I know. Okay, but so he's coming here. We drink coffee, listening to music, hanging out. He's gonna see if he can find something to play this weekend. And after that, I'm heading to Gothenburg to meet up with a very special friend of mine. One of my best friends when it comes to record collecting, Tobbe. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to collect a huge box of private pressed dead stock copies from the US. It's going to be insane. I am going to try to film as much as I can. Not only the experience of opening that crate, maybe I'll save that for later anyway, but he also promised to flex his insane collection for us, so I'm gonna try to film a little bit about that, and hopefully I get enough material to do an entire video just like highlighting stuff from his collection. I got my Yellow Submarine mug. This is my favorite mug. Look at that. Shit, that's awesome. So let's check in. As always, write your comments in the chat or later on in the comments field. If you have any questions, stuff like that, I answer every single one. So hi, Camera Plus, hi. I'm on board, Jonas. Awesome. We talked just 30 minutes ago, something like that on email. And Kim, always good to see you. Good morning. Looks and sounds good. Awesome. Are you still working, Kim, or are you at the rig, or are you at home in Denmark? Excellent on both counts. Awesome. Thank you so much. So just write your comments and questions down below. And I think we are set to start. I want to start by talking about Record Store Day. I'll talk about this. Maybe I'll come back to it a little bit later if more people join. But I'm not participating in Record Store Day. I'm not participating as a shop, and I'm not participating as a customer either. To be honest, Record Store Day isn't really my thing. When it comes to releases, at least, Record Store Day isn't really my thing. I'm deep into original pressings and stuff like that. And obviously, I sell reissues, and I love the rare reissues and stuff that has come out in the market. Shelf stuff and stuff like that. But I'm not a huge collector of it. But with that being said, I sort of love the idea of Record Store Day. Obviously, a day for celebrating record stores is a great day for everyone. So I'm taking a step back and obviously, and just now, come Sunday, if you have the chance, visit a local record store. I mean, celebrate that we have record stores today, and you can actually go inside, flip through the records, and even if you don't buy a Record Store Day title, I bet there's other stuff that you can get, and just support the local record store. That's sort of what I want to say. So that's this upcoming Saturday. Now Monday at 8 or 9 o'clock, there's been I got 2 mails about this, but yeah, so 9 o'clock in the evening, we are able to publish all the Record Store Day titles out online. So you can buy them online. So I can't sell this until Monday, 9 o'clock. But if you are interested, write me a PM, because I'm putting everyone up on an email list. So when it's available, I'll send an email out and tell you that it's available to buy. And I've secured a fair amount of these, so I don't think that anyone will be without a copy if you buy them through me. But yeah. But with that being said, go to a record store, pick it up there if you have the opportunity. So I'm involved in this because Warner Music in Sweden asked me to promote it, if I wanted to promote it, obviously. And I got some free copies for that, so that's my sort of payment for it. But obviously I want to be a part of this. This is one of my favorite records of all time. It doesn't matter of genre or country. This Swedish masterpiece, in my opinion, is... I mean, obviously I want to be if I can be a small part of spreading the word about this record, I'm going to jump on the opportunity. So I told him yes, and I've been promoting this as a fucker the last week, but it's well deserved. I think that this is such a gem. I read some comments so this is mastered from the original master tape, which in a way is just insane. That there is actually, because this is super rare, that there is actually tapes of this, and it's not the Swedish version. This is the English version, even rarer. They pressed 800 copies of the Swedish version and less than 100 of the English version, and just that the master tapes are still there in the vault. You can get them, and they could remaster them to release. It's just insane. It's limited to 1,000 copies, new liner notes by Tobias Pettersson, and also pressed at optimal, which doesn't say on the hype sticker, but I think is pretty important, because optimal is one of the best pressing plants in the world. So no expenses, okay, they went full on with this release. They didn't cheap out, if you know what I mean. I think that it's going to be, the price on this is going to be around 370 Swedish crowns up to 420, maybe, something like that. But I'm only guessing because I don't know the price of this yet. I'm going to put the same price on this as Bengan's, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, sort of store chains here in Sweden, with an actual store. I'm going to put the same price because they are the biggest sort of, dealer of record store day titles. So I don't want to put it less than what they are putting on it, because I don't want to compete with anyone. I want this to be a fair sort of game, or more, not less, not more. So I'm just waiting for them to announce what they are charging for it. But I think around like that, 370, 420, something around that part. What else? I think that's it. Yeah, so Stefan Dimle, he has provided them with the most of the info around this, because he put this out for Mellontronen Records in 1997, I think, or 2007, something around that time. And he dived deep into the research of this and talked to the members and stuff like that. So he provided them with these never before seen photos in the booklet. So he deserves credit also. And I noticed a comment he made on one of the sort of 70s rock Facebook groups, that it's a little bit harsh to call this progressive. Now, I agree to a certain degree of that. Because this is not a typical Yes, Genesis, or Gentle Giant record. Not at all. Sure, there are complex parts that might be considered progressive, but at the end of the day, I think that, as he said, it's just a damn good, solid, heavy rock record, or rock record. Almost comparable with like the Millennium, a record that is sort of a child of its time and extremely easy to get into and sing along to. Every single song is just, but a little bit more heavy. So yeah, Also, update on that is that the guy, let's see here. Okay, I can't open it. I'm going to bring up the mail so I don't say anything that I shouldn't say. Let's see here. Yeah, Paul Sundlin, the bass player and singer in the group, actually contacted me through email and thanked me for the video that I did. And he also told me that, and this was completely new news. I had never heard anyone say that about this release. And it doesn't say in the liner notes either, the new liner notes. But when they had like they did a tour, they had a concert in Stockholm. They were headlining for Deep Purple, I think, or going up before Deep Purple. So he told me a little bit about that, and someone asked in the comments of that video if they sang in English or in Swedish on that sort of famous concert, and he recollects that they sang in English because when they wrote the material for this, they wrote it in English as he remembers it, and then it was translated to Swedish. So in his opinion, the English one is the one that is the most true, because when they translated it, some of the lyrics isn't like, it's a little bit quirky compared to the English sort of flowing language. So this is straight from, his mouth. The singer and bass player of the group. And I thought that was awesome, because I've always liked the English version a little bit better than the Swedish version. But a lot of people are hailing the Swedish version a little bit higher than this. And it's all a matter of taste and opinion and stuff like that, obviously. But I thought it was kind of cool to get sort of the knowledge of this being like an English product, but translated to Swedish, and then they released the Swedish, and that is the main thing. But I think that he said that they aimed for an international breakthrough, and that was sort of the purpose. They had very high expectations of the group, and they went nowhere, Okay, so I'll leave it at that. If you have any questions about life, write me a comment and I'll try to answer them, and I'll get back to this a little bit at the end if more people has joined, just to, push a little bit more towards this. So yeah, the list, if you're interested, just send me a PM through Instagram right here in the comments, or email me at info@sublimemedia.se, and I'll put you up on that list. Okay, got home 2 days ago. Awesome. Thank you, Kim. That's nice. Now play some great music now while you're at home and not working. Let's see here. Love the mug. Yeah, I know. This is awesome. I love the content also. My morning coffee. I must look for one. We did indeed chat. No customers in yet. So, getting to enjoy. Awesome. Are you having I see your name in the email is also Camera Plus. Do you have a camera store or something like that? It's kind of cool. Yeah, play live in the store while there are customers. That would be awesome. Stream it in the store. I'm really looking forward to live. Oh man, I would like a Swedish version. Yeah, me too. Shit. I need a Swedish version. There's one on Tradera right now. I'm aiming for getting that, but I think that it is going to, because this is the sort of the worst time of buying this, because I think the hype is up here. But then again, it doesn't come up for sale that often. So yeah, I'm going to put a very solid bid on it, very solid bid. But I have to say, I have no money right now. I'm taking my driver's license for a motorcycle, so it's costing me like €1,000 just these 2 weeks before my exam. So, okay, moving along. The next thing I want to talk about is Riding Easy Records. Okay, so Riding Easy Records and Daniel is now shipping the Brown Acid 20, and we are doing an exclusive, me and some buddies of mine, called the Four Horsemen of the Psychedelic Apocalypse, just like the first one, or the 19th one. We're actually doing it. So this is, I still have copies of this. And if you want to support, this is the way to support my store. Get the 19th trip and 20, because I still have copies left. I love doing these exclusive releases. I would love to keep on doing it, but I need to sell. So, I mean, if you want to support, get one of these. And I don't know if it was my idea or if it was Daniel's. Let's say it was Daniel's idea to actually do a Swedish splatter version of this. And it's so cool. I get so many comments of how beautiful this looks. So why not do exactly the same thing with Brown Acid 20? So it's going to look about the same, but completely different artwork and titles and so forth, obviously. So this is shipping now on Monday. It usually takes 1 week, so I'll have them the week after that and starting to ship out to all the pre-orders. As I said, if you want to support, this is the best way to do it. Get a Brown Acid 19th Swedish edition, only limited to 50 copies. It has a custom-made obi that I did myself, hand glue every single one, and also hand numbered. So I'm trying to do it as personal as I can, and the 20s will be exactly the same. I love doing these exclusives. It really feels like a thing like I could never imagine myself having exclusive releases 3 years ago. You know, it was just like unattainable. You know, getting exclusives of these nuggets. You know, it's insane. But I'm very happy with the relationship that I built with some of the guys in the business, like Gershon, Riding Easy, Noble. You know, actually rocking the Noble T-shirt today. So yeah, I think that okay. So Brown Acid 20 is shipping. He also has Record Store Day titles. I can't sell them until Monday, 9:00. But again, if you want one of the Riding Easy Records Record Store Day exclusives, they are they are there for me to order. Okay, so you can send me a PM if you're interested, so I know how many I need to fetch. Okay, and I am ordering these, and he is shipping them like Sunday, Monday. So you have until then before the train goes, and I won't stock up on them. So if you want one, that's the way to sort of get them. Otherwise, you have to get them from sort of a store in the States. But that's the way. I can't sell them, so I'm not selling them until Monday at 9. But I can put up a list of interested persons, and then I can bring home that amount of copies, and then you can buy them. You know what I mean. I'm very careful with this. Very careful, so I don't get sort of Daniel in trouble. So that's available. And also, obviously, if you want any of the Riding Easy Records releases, the new ones or the old retro ones like Oda and Parchment Farm or Moonblood, you know, just PM me and I'll set you up because I'm putting in a huge order. So I think that's it from Riding Easy Records. Yeah, okay. So now in stock, I got these. I didn't even sort of research them before I got them. Because I love this PQR record label. See there. I think it's French, but I might be mistaken. They are doing everything correct. They did the lift release, which was it's a little bit too new for me, but I got myself a copy, or the store has a copy to play. It's good. The newest ones are this. This is Agnes, mega collectible, fully remastered, 12-page booklet, original cover artworks, and 150 copies pressed in marble vinyl. This is number 10. I have 2 copies of this. This is number 10 out of 150. And this is a progressive gem from Argentina, I think. Don't quote me on that, but it's like from 1980. Looks like a Norwegian death metal record in the background. But yeah, or on the back. That is brilliant. Now this is also good. Not as good, but I think it's still like a 7 out of 10. And if you are into like Gentle Giant, I think that this might be up your alley. You can stream this and check it out for yourself. This is Easter Island. Bonus CD with rare live and studio tracks, 12-page color booklet, limited edition of 150 copies. Again, I have number 110 here. I have 3 copies of this actually. And in splatter vinyl. And this is, might be UK. I should have done my research better. 1977. Super rare, both of them, to get on original vinyl. But if you're into like Gentle Giant, I urge you to check this out at least. And PQR, they sell out pretty quickly. So I grabbed 2 of that and 3 of that just to like, I know that I will sell them. It's just a matter of time. So yeah, if you're interested in PM me. But listen to them first before you decide on anything. Let's do some questions maybe. Let's see here. Kim, you know I'll be playing all day long. Yeah, Italian prog hole. I think I have a pretty nice stack here, Kim, for you. But let's talk after this and see if you want me to send them, or we'll wait till Brown Acid 20 gets here or something like that. Yeah, I own Northern Ireland's only independent special camera store. Cool. That is awesome shit. I mean, I'm working here in this sort of way, once a week, like every Friday. I work with just records, and I think that is a blessing. I'm so impressed by everyone who has stores. I couldn't do this full time because it's just like the pressure is too much for me. I don't have the nerves for it. So yeah, awesome, man. Any clue on the next exclusive? Ooh. Yeah. Yes, I have a clue. Okay, so I'm pretty much set on the Granicus record. I think that is how you pronounce it. Always like Writing Easy Records is putting out the Granicus. I think that is how you pronounce it. This summer, and he asked me if I want to do an exclusive of that. The only thing is I need to do at least 100 copies of it. I can't press 50. So I need to do 100. So I'm really like, I would love to do that. I think I'm going to do it. But it's a lot of money, and I have to sell a lot of copies of it to just break even, you know. I think that if I buy 100 copies, I think I need to sell like 70 just to break even. It's like with the Brown Acid, I need to sell 35, 38, something like that to break even of the 50. Because there's more than 50. There's actually 58 this time. And if I don't do that, it's a lot of money to like have stocked up, you know. But it's a very heavy title. It's a great record. I think it would be like perfect for me. So fingers crossed. Okay. So that's that. I also have another exclusive that I don't know if I can tell, but I think I have said it before. From Gershon, actually. So it would be the first time I'm collaborating with Gershon on an exclusive. That would be like a dream come true. But again, it's at least 100 copies. And I don't know if I have the sort of the customer base for that. You know, I have to have the customer base. Has to be like, yeah, like with the Brown Acids, it's a little bit harder to sell quick because it's a part of a series. If you haven't bought 1 to 18, I mean, there's a little bit of a gap or a threshold to pass to get that 19th or 20. But some do. And some buy the entire collection, you know, order every single one in one take. It's a lot of money. And it's awesome when they do it, and it's an investment, really. So it's a little bit easier, I think, with the Melatonin Records stuff that I've done. They sell like hotcakes like this. And hopefully individual titles like Granicus or the Gershon release would be the same thing. It would sell quick and easy. But I don't know. Like, so I'm sitting here, like, I don't really have the money for it. So it's, yeah. But there's like 2 months until I have to sort of decide, I think. So let's see what happens. But it would be so cool. Like, shit, maybe I'll sell my July record or something to finance that shit. Michael, hi. Hi, Jonas. The channel. Awesome. Thank you so much. Dig you. And I found about some cool bands albums from watching your videos. That's awesome. What's your Desert Island Swedish progressive rock album? I think that Swedish Life is one of them, definitely. Blue Set was one of them. I actually got that not too long ago. Let's see here. Kosteläge with Mats Lenngård on the Gump label would be awesome. I think that is the lost sort of Kebnekaise record that many have heard, but not all. Let's see here. Yeah, that's on top of my head. Like, there's some Swedish jazz records that is awesome. Also, like Waltz with Debbie, an original press of that with Monica Zetterlund would be cool. It's an iconic record. So yeah, but I think that my sort of my wish list. I think I have 5,000 records on my want list on Discogs, but many of the sort of big hitters is English prog and psych records from 67 up to 74, something like that. But yeah, check out Mats Lenngård on Gump, Kosteläge, if you haven't. It's an awesome record. Easy to get into, very folk, progressive folky, just like Kebnekaise or Samlamarnas man now, so forth. So yeah. Thank you so much, Kim. You're a true supporter of the channel and the store. Yeah. Thank you so much. Karen Plus, that is correct way to say it, Jonas. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so moving on. Last but definitely not least is I'm pretty flabbergasted that not more people has bought a copy of this in my store, because the record before this was the Shiver record, and I sold, I don't know how many copies I sold of that. Many copies of that. And now with the latest one, Aftershave Skin Deep, this is a band from Switzerland, I think. Released this in the 70s, something. 72. It's amazing. Like, not a bad second on this one. And here's the booklet. And me, when I ordered this is my store's copy. When I ordered this, I thought it was a Gershon release. So and when it came and I saw Ink Records, I knew that it was the same guys that did the Shiver record. If you haven't checked this out, check this out. I think it's a sort of a very sought after classic in this genre, heavy prog maybe. It's great. I played it when a friend was over, and he was just like mind blown of the quality of the music. So check it out if you haven't seen it. It's pressed in, let's see here, I have Gershon up on the screen. Let's see here. Yeah, limited to 200 copies on the colored version. And unfortunately, it's very expensive. Or not very, but it's expensive. And 300 copies on black vinyl. So this is not going to be in print much longer, just like the Shiver record. I remember when I sold a lot of copies, and the second it was put down from my store to order, I got like 20 mails of just like, shit, I need a Shiver. And then by then it was all gone. So at least check it out. Today's recommendation if you're not talking about the live record. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't have any used records really to show. No new ones. I haven't bought a collection in months. It's been so much work with the ordinary releases, so I'm pretty glad actually, because I haven't had the time for attending it. So yeah, again, Record Store Day. This is the release of the decade in Sweden, live record, English version. Rare as Hen's Teeth, less than 100 copies in 1971, mastered from the original master tapes, 1,000 copies pressed. Now, I haven't sold any copies yet because I can't sell them until Monday at 9, but the sort of the interest has been overwhelming. I think that this will be a very good seller for Warner Music. So what I'm saying is, I'm not sure that there will be any copies next week of this. I don't know how many copies were sold by to the record stores, but my guess is that, and I'm only guessing. Like I don't want to do any FOMO or anything like that. If you don't want it, don't get it. It's not that. It's just like I don't think that it will be available to order come late next week. We'll see if I'm right. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna play some music and wait for my friend Noah to arrive. You have any more questions or something like that? Just let me know. I don't think I have anything more to say. No, let's wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching live and commenting and chatting. I really appreciate it. I know it takes time to, you set off time to watch these things. I really appreciate it, and I don't take it for granted. And yeah, you too, Kim. Have a great weekend. Play some really nice music now. Enjoy the weather and yeah, to everyone, have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Or next week at 10. I'll be here. Have a great day. Bye.